Hello there, and welcome to one of my variety highlights here on YouTube. If you enjoy the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as check out the full playthrough linked in the video description down below. Enjoy. Alright, what's going on? I'm also a little bit behind because I don't know. I'm kind of shaky on what mons are what past second generation, so...
Okay, so you're missing out on literally everything on our opponent's team. Gotcha.
The third one down some kind of Zapdos, right though?
So in Gen 7, they introduced regional variants, and this is the Gen 8 variant of Zapdos. So instead of being electric, it is fighting. So it's fighting and flying instead of... Yeah, it's real weird, but it's super cool. I anticipate probably Zapdos and Dragapult, which is the dragon-looking ghost thing up top there.
Okay.
I anticipate that being their lead. So we probably just want to go Golduck Politoed so we can outspeed the Dragapult.
Sweet, and then we'll max the Golduck and ice it?
Yep.
Yeah, look at that, we're understanding some of it.
It's going to be kind of weird because that's going to get rid of our weather, but we can hopefully one-shot the Dragapult here.
Okay,
and then in the back, we probably just want like Scizor and Rillaboom.
This Rillaboom is growing on me. I didn't have any emotional attachment to it when we started this evening, but I'm growing one.
Yeah, it's very good. That shiny also took me forever. That was about 2,800 eggs or something I hatched for that one.
Are shinies just cosmetic, or is there a stat?
So purely cosmetic.
Okay, just making sure I understand the details.
You have to. You can't pay with your wallet to make your stuff look better in this game. So I have to spend the time and effort to do it.
No, I'm pretty sure I could hire someone to farm me shinies, okay?
But you actually can, and I hate the fact that you can basically gen Pokemon.
This shiny Politoed is baller. He looks way cooler than the ugly green one.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
Okay.
All right, so we're dying. Did they start how we thought they were start? They didn't lead on a dragon.
Not even slightly.
Okay,
so...
Is there a fighting? Do we want to Dynamax and Psychic?
We want to Dynamax the Golduck here. And probably go for a Mind Storm into the Urshifu.
Sweet.
And then probably just go for an Icy Wind. That's going to lower the speed of the Wall Rain. Okay. And is going to break the Focus Sash on the Urshifu if there is one.
Okay. I really love, like I mentioned, I'm not super familiar with which Pokemon are which from these newer regions, but the fact that it tells me which moves are super effective really lets me feel it out a little bit. It makes it intuitive even without me having to sit here and look up everything if I didn't have you.
So Urshifu, the fighting Pokemon on the opponent's side there, was introduced in the Isle of Armor, the first DLC for Pokemon, which has two different variants. There's a fighting and dark and a fighting and water variant. Notably, this is the water variant because if it was psychic, if it was dark, our psychic wouldn't be effective at all.
Okay.
So it's
and they switched to a dragon, so our ice attack's going to be super effective against that one at least now, right?
Correct. That's going to do a lot of damage. That's fine. Politoed is super bulky and eats it up.
And the Toad's primarily there to give us rain to start for Golduck, right?
He is pure support. His primary goal is to make sure that Golduck does its thing really well. Okay, so that lowers the speed of both of their Pokemon, which is great because Naganadel, the dragon there on side, is also exceptionally fast. So lowering its speed there is very good.
So I probably want to Hailstorm the dragon and then hope Toad now goes in front of the other one.
Toad is really slow, so it's probably not going to go first.
Do I want to protect with the Toad then?
You can't protect in front of Urshifu. Its attack, its ability makes it where it can attack through protect. So it's probably correct to actually withdraw the Politoed here.
Oh, you think so? Okay. Who we throwing out? Scizor? Scizor.
Yeah, sure. You talked me into it.
Is Scizor? The newer typings too, like Fairy, Steel, are ones I don't know offhand. How does Steel line up into fighting?
Steel into fighting. Steel is weak to fighting, but I believe it's neutral back. Someone correct me on that if I'm wrong. But notably, Bug resists fighting, So if they do go for a close combat here, you're gonna take it just fine.
Okay.
Hopefully. Moments before disaster. Oh, they just go into Golduck. That's actually even better for us.
That's really good for us, right? Yeah.
Because that means we have a super healthy Scizor ready to do its thing. And Urshifu
nice.
goes down to heal here. That's really good.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we were going to pick up the double KO there, but I'm really glad that we were able to.
Oh, I mean, you can't stop our undefeated streak, Carter.
Sorry, Jeff. I'm still trying to figure all this out myself.
So the Zapdos is still a bird, though, right? So it's a fighting bird, so Ice will still be effective into it. Well, I guess this is technically effective into it, too, right?
Yeah, I would actually go for the Mindstorm into it.
Okay.
And I would actually switch Scizor back out into Politoed, so we can set the rain again. Because your Mad Tailstorm changed. I want to make sure we can outspeed the Zapdos, basically.
Perfect. Okay, so that makes sense. So when we swap the Toad back in, it gives us the environment back, which makes the Duck guaranteed fast. Okay.
The only way they are going to be faster than us... They shouldn't be. There shouldn't be any way. If they're Choice Scarf, we should still be faster. Yeah, cool. So hopefully this takes it out. Cool.
Oh, yeah. We can eat that Zapdos for Thanksgiving. Give it that psychic char.
Yeah, this Politoed just eats this up, I'm assuming.
Look at that thick boy. Look at him.
And our berry makes it where we just heal that entire Hydro Pump and then some back. Notably, our opponent is not Dynamaxed here, which is kind of a problem. But it's not that big of a problem.
We're
like
just gonna
yeah, we're up 4-1, so it doesn't really matter what we do here. And probably just go for a Helping Hand.
What does that do? The
It
user.
makes it where your Golduck's attack is going to do, I believe it's 1.5 times damage. Someone in chat correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Evening, Bolsterin. And thanks for the follow there, Zeshman. For folks who are new to the channel, I'm brand new to Pokemon VCG, so Carter's kind of guiding us through. Normally I read chat more when I'm on my own, but we're trying to have a little bit of a back and forth here tonight. Appreciate everybody dropping in.
Yep, it is a 50% increase. Cool.
Yay, Politoed!
Good job.
And Gloss, thanks for the follow. Alright, sweet. That was still pretty.
Not do a lot.
Listen, it's fine. It's fine. This thing is using attacks that aren't super effective anyways.
Yeah, well, close enough. So we can go into Scizor here, which has Brick Break, which is going to be super effective.
Okay.
We could also go into to Rillaboom, because Rillaboom has Grassy Glide, and we have Woodhammer. Yeah, let's go into Rillaboom here.
Let's monkey around.
So this is going to be really bad if for some reason the Walrein is faster than us, but it shouldn't be.
Or would you say you're going to go apeshit if they're faster than us?
I wasn't, but since you said it, yes.
So, alright, so should we have the Toad Helping Hand the Rillaboom then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the plan. Probably just Woodhammer.
You want a hammer? Okay.
I want to make sure we do a ton of damage here, so
okay.
Yeah. And then Helping Hand. We could protect, but I think if they're going to attack, they're going to go into the Rillaboom to try to take it out this turn.
Okay, and I assume Helping Hand's one of those moves that has a higher priority, so it always goes first, usually.
It has a +5 priority. It is I believe it's the move with the highest priority in the game.
It is hammer time.
Politoad's just over here clapping, man.
Listen, if anybody was going to give me the clap, Carter, I'd want it to be Politoad, okay?
As well. So
perfect. So we're leading Tapu and Entei first always, you said?
Yeah, it's very rare that that's not what I do. In this case, I fully agree with that. And I think I just like Comfey Moltres here in the back as well.
Okay.
Snorlax is going to be kind of a problem to deal with, but if we just get a burn off on it, we don't really care.
Okay.
And then they have their own Metagross, but Moltres laughs in the face of Metagross, so...
If you're new to the channel, this is my first time doing Pokemon VGC. That's why I've got Carter on here helping us out. They provided codes for the team. Someone asked for the Moltres code in chat. Carter, could you send that for someone that asked?
I'm looking it up. I just saw the message.
You rock. If you're new to the channel, I stream full-time here on Twitch. I do turn-based strategy stuff like this, as well as single-player story-driven games, as well as card games. So I'm here 30, 40 hours a week. So be sure to give the channel a follow and stop by again sometime. This has been fun. We might do this again on stream.
I've had an absolute blast. So anytime you want me on, Jeff, I will be here.
The amount of team combinations is staggering, from moves to items. Even how yeah, it seems like there's a ton going on here. I feel like I could spend multiple nights just exploring different teams people give me to poke at before I even get into like building myself.
And that's what's great about this current generation, is there are so many like.
All right, pause. What am I doing? I'm assuming we're putting some kind of shield up. Are we using Reflector Light Stream first?
I'm more scared of the Snorlax, so I want to set up a Reflect first.
Okay.
And then probably just going for a Will-O-Wisp.
On the Snorlax, because we wanted to burn it. Yep, got it. Sorry, continue.
What's really great about what they've added into Gen 8 is they've added the rental code system in, which I don't believe was ever accessible before this. So, before that, you had to build everything yourself, or get like a PokePaste, which is another website where you can just import teams from like Showdown and other sources like that into, and have basically the entire team's EVs, IVs, spreads, everything else on it, and then have to build the team manually yourself. Notably, that Earthquake just did that Earthquake did 20 damage.
Yep, I saw effective. That. Yep. So do we always light screen second then, just to get that going?
We can. I see no reason not to here. The Galvantula is typically a special attacker, so getting that up, and then probably just going for a Sacred
Fire on the bug. Yep. And they protected last turn, and we conveniently just didn't target it, which was perfect.
Yeah. But notably, Earthquake hits everyone else. So had they not protected, they would have actually Earthquaked their own Pokemon.
Nice.
Yeah. So you see that a lot, specifically with like Landorus is super popular right now, which is ground and flying.
Okay.
And it historically is always just spammed Earthquake as like its main thing to do. So being able to just pair it next to another flying Pokemon.
What on God's green earth? This Snorlax has a forest on it?
So this is something that they've added to this game. In addition to the typical Dynamax, they've added Gigantamax forms, meaning that instead of the typical sprite that you get when you Dynamax, the Snorlax has basically an entire park on it, and its move, instead of being Max Strike for its normal moves, is going to be G Max Replenish, which if it's holding a berry, it has a, I believe, 50% chance to regain that berry.
Okay.
So
man,
again, like
you weren't kidding about Entei being thick.
Our opponent is Dynamax here and did 20 damage to us with its max move. Like, we're gonna sit here in front of this Snorlax and just look at it and not care about anything it does.
And now we Electro Web, right? And that'll knock out the focus band here.
We can just go for Electro Web, and then we can just go for a Sacred Fire into Snorlax just to get extra damage.
Okay, sweet. Tenshika Yu, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to Glendia.
Yeah, Max Quick did 20 damage. Granted, we have Reflect up. We have a +1 to our defense on Entei. My Entei is also extremely bulky as is. And then you add that in on top of the burn on Snorlax, and it just literally does no damage.
Yeah, we are solidly... This is going exactly like you drew it up. We're just sitting here, just taking hits.
Yeah, so to comment on the rental code, you don't have to have the Pokemon, which is even better.
Yeah, you literally just put the code in and it pulls all of them up. It's amazing. Yep. Yeah, I did actual I did actual nothing to get these mons, and other than Carter sending me that code and me loading it up, you just have to own Sword or Shield on the thing, and there's no microtransactions or booster packs or random bullshit. It's great.
But Jeff, how are they supposed to make their money?
How are you gonna feed the developers if you don't have microtransactions? All right, do we Sacred Fire their new guy then to try and burn it?
Sure. Pukamuku, I'm not gonna lie,
it's not effective. All right, I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp then, because it's not effective anyways. It probably won't do much damage with the higher chance to burn.
I think it's like electric and water. Someone tell me what this thing does, because right now I'm gonna say it does actual nothing.
Light him up, Entei.
Pukamuku is water. The physical shield. Okay, it's mono water.
Yevit Bax, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Hoaglandia.
So just like that, we've officially stalled out our opponent's Dynamax. Granted, their Snorlax is at +3 special defense, which is really bad for our Moltres in the end game.
But it should burn out, right?
Yeah, we want to get rid of it before we go into that, but it's not going to be a problem. Both of their Pokemon are burned. We're just going to sit here and spam Electro Web and probably Snarl, to be 100% honest.
Snarl reduces special attack.
Yeah, which could matter against the Pukamuku, but I don't think it will. So you can either go for the Snarl, you can go for the Sacred Fire into Snorlax. Like, at this point, I feel like we have locked this game up and are just waiting for us to officially take over.
Mobile Flinging Tomatoes, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Hoaglandia.
That is a username.
Twitch usernames, man. There's some really great ones.
It clicks Soak. Okay, so it actually does nothing.
I'm familiar with games that have garbage time. We're good.
Yeah, this is definitely peak garbage time right now.
Wow, that Snarl did nothing to Snorlax.
Well, notably, they also have a light screen up. That is one thing that Pukamuku did.
Ooh, okay.
And Snorlax is at +3 special defense. And it has Recover? I am very confused.
And that wiped the burn off of it? Nope.
No, it just restores 50% of their HP, which is really annoying. Okay, so when it comes
to it's recovers the move, right? Like, got it.
Yeah. Can you hit Y for me real quick? And then click on the Tapu Koko. So this screen brings up anything that we know basically about the Pokemon. So on the left-hand side, it'll show any stat changes that we have, which currently is nothing on the Tapu Koko. It's just as is. But notably, on that other side there, it shows that we have 3 turns of Reflect and 4 turns of Light Screen left.
Oh, okay, got it. So 3 out of 8, 4 out of 8, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the important part that I wanted to check. So we can just click, and I think it's actually correct to switch Entei out in the subsequent turn, and to start trying to turn the corner here.
Okay, we'll do that next turn. We're not running out of time. Strike White G, thanks for the follow. I don't think they're doing a whole lot anyways. Yeah, because the Pika Muku or whatever, it's just gonna sit there and recover and do defensive stuff. You probably want to kill KO that.
Yep, it is gonna sit there and be as annoying as possible.
That was a solid hit on the Lax.
Oh, that's really bad. So Facade doubles the damage that it deals if it's under a status condition. Okay, so this turn went really, really poorly for us. I'm just throwing that out there. Gaining the information that Snorlax has Facade is really bad for us. And the fact that they got the Toxic on the Entei means that it's slowly going to chip away faster and faster every turn. So we definitely want to get Entei out. So I think it's correct to bring in Moltres here.
Okay, so it can attack.
Yep.
And then we'll swap Entei out for the Comfy.
Yep. So I actually don't want to attack with Moltres this turn. Instead, I want to taunt the Pukamuku. because it is not shown as a damaging attack. So taunting it means that it will have to either switch out or sit there and use struggle. And then
Entei we're gonna swap.
Entei's gonna go into Comfey, and this should all be fine.
Someone said earlier that the Pukamunku does not have any actual attacks.
Cool. That's really good to know. So we're gonna get the taunts off. So now Pukamuku doesn't get to do anything this turn. Snorlax is gonna get the facade off, but it is still burnt. It still does do quite a bit of damage. So notably, that was through a reflect. So that should tell you how much damage Snorlax could actually do to us if it actually got to do its thing. So here, we can go ahead and Dynamax.
And Dynamax the Moltres?
Yeah. And probably go for a Fiery Wrath into the Pukamuku slot. Oh yeah, Max Darkness, I'm sorry.
Right.
And then on Comfey, we want to use Draining Kiss on our Moltres.
Oh, to trigger its weakness?
Correct.
Okay.
So what's actually super fantastic about Moltres, it has the ability Berserk, that once it gets under 50% HP, it gains +1 in its special attack as well. So there's a very good chance that between the Draining Kiss and the Facade that's going to go into it as well, that Moltres is going to get to +3 this turn on its special attack. And then the following turn, we can use Floral Healing to get it back above 50%, to then get it hit again to go under 50% to continuously do that to get that boost. Because it triggers every time.
Oh, so it stacks up, you go above 50 and then back under, you get another bonus.
Yeah. Which is why this combination of Moltres Comfey is absolutely disgusting. Notably, the Pukamuku stayed in, so it's just going to use Struggle this turn.
Interesting.
Unless it has a damaging attack, which we haven't seen. That does actually nothing. Yeah, they're gonna struggle.
Well, isn't that a good metaphor for 2020? Isn't the whole year just a struggle, Carter? They're just living their true self here, okay?
Hey, as long as they know what they're doing to themselves. Notably, this Pukamuku's at 1 HP, and our opponent's light screen just worn out.
And we're just max darknessing this. We're doing darkness on the Snorlax.
Yeah, I would darkness into the Snorlax this turn.
And then Comfey, you said could heal? Floral healing.
Yeah, we can do floral healing. We could also click Ally Switch, which literally just switches the places of our Pokemon on the field. So
I think I'd rather heal Moltres.
Okay. So, Ally Switch, once you introduce it, it creates mind games in your opponent, saying, hey, am I going to click Ally Switch this turn? Where are you going to attack? Okay.
Is Dark good into the Steel?
This is very good for us.
Okay.
With our weakness policy triggered, this should one-shot the Metagross.
Yeah, alright, sure.
Yeah, Moltres is absolutely disgusting.
You struggle, little Mon. You struggle it out.
You did it. Now what's great about this is the Snorlax comes in, and those boosts to its special defense that it got from Max
are gone now, right?
They're gone, yeah.
Yep.
So now we can just go for a max darkness into it, and we can click Ally Switch or we can click Draining Kiss. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, let's
Draining
put
Kiss
damage
is
on
obviously
it.
gonna move. Yeah, Draining Kiss is gonna move first, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh, come on, opponent! I wasn't done.
Got him. Got him. Yeah, moving on up.
Yeah, this team plays some very, very long.